Alright guys, let's go ahead and talk about Nonito Donaire versus Guillermo Rigondeaux. The fight looks like it might possibly be happening in 2014. The question is, at this point, does Nonito Donaire have a chance in this fight? Nonito Donaire right now is getting ready for a rematch with Vic Darchinyan. So he's getting geared up for that. And presumably after that, man, he's going to be looking at trying to get this rematch. I mean, that's most likely going to be the thing on his mind, trying to avenge that loss. Donaire had a lot of momentum going his way before he suffered that devastating loss to Rigondeaux, and that really hurt, man. That really dropped Donaire's status a little bit, knocked him out of the pound for pound discussion. So he took a lot of hits in that fight, and reputation wise after that fight. But number one, what I want to do for Donaire is I want to give the guy his props for stepping up to the plate and fighting the guy that everybody wanted him to fight. Donaire is a guy with a big fan base. He really didn't have to do this fight. I mean, there were a lot of hardcore guys who wanted to see this fight, but there are a lot of casual fans who were really trying to ride this fight off and really didn't care that much to see it. So it was a fight that Donaire really didn't have to make happen, but to his credit, he made it happen. And man, he got the crap beat out of him. I mean, he lost bad, but at least he stepped up to the plate and made that fight happen. The question now is, at this point, like I said, does he even have a chance? I mean, to me, I feel like this guy has just met his Marquez. This is the Marquez to Donaire's Pacquiao. This is the guy who just has that one up on him. You know what I mean? Um, and heck, for me to even compare this to Pacquiao and Marquez is generous because we didn't even see anything in the first fight between these two guys to make us believe that a rematch is even going to be competitive. So I just don't know. I just don't know if Donaire is really looking at somebody who's in a different class than him. I mean, he just couldn't find Rigo in the ring, man. He just couldn't find him. And Rigo sure could find Donaire when he wanted to. So, I don't know. It just was kind of a bad look for Donaire, and he's obviously going to be looking to avenge that. First, he's got to get his confidence up in this next fight. But, I mean, the question I have for you guys is, do you think Donaire has a chance in this fight? I mean, I guess he has a chance. He has a puncher's chance. But I don't know. After that last fight, I'm not sure how much of a chance he really does have in this fight. Cool thing about it is this fight is probably definitely going to happen because, for Donaire to get his stock back, he needs to get that win. So that's number one. And Rigo isn't going to turn it down because it's the biggest payday he can make out there. I don't really see him getting much of a payday outside of Donaire. So I think it's kind of a must fight for both of these guys. It's definitely got to happen. So I see this thing happening in 2014. You guys let me know who y'all are going with. And what are your reasons for picking that fighter? Do y'all think Donaire is going to bounce back and be the old Filipino Flash, or is it just the end for him? I don't know. What do you guys think? Peace.